a lot of companies, Oak Ridge National Laboratory has been a longtime supporter of the United Way since almost the beginning of the lab. This is something that I think is really important, and I want to explain why. I didn't always think it mattered that much. Early in my career, when I worked in the private sector, the company I worked for was a big United Way leader, but I didn't really get it. I finally came to understand that United Way vets the charities that serve a community and make sure that those charities are using the money responsibly and funnels money where the needs arise. It's nice to have the private sector supporting good work around the community, and that seems like a logical way to do it because you can't always understand all the needs. Then I was put on a board when I came to Oak Ridge of a very small nonprofit, a budget of well under $100,000, the Contact Care Line, which was a crisis line. So how do you raise money given an almost entirely volunteer-driven organization where you have anonymity and you can't promote stories of kids getting new playground equipment or people being served in a conventional healthcare setting or that kind of thing, because you were dealing with people in crisis. Plus, we just didn't have the time to go out and raise a lot of money. The United Way contribution for that charity and many other small charities makes all the difference. We got a donation of a few $1,000s from one of the local United Way agencies, Anderson County, and it kept it running. One of the things that charity did and does is provide reassurance calls for elderly people and others who need to be checked on from time to time. There was one woman who fell. She was stuck beside her bed in the wall of her bedroom, and she couldn't reach the phone when the assurance call came. So under protocols, the contact worker called back, and when there wasn't an answer the second time, they called authorities and they sent people to her house to check on her and found her in that condition. I don't know what would have happened if contact didn't exist to make that call. Now, that's a charity that probably wouldn't exist, or certainly in the same way, if the United Way didn't exist. And it's not a charity that's going to necessarily get a lot of people's attention. But having United Way there for scores of people around our agency makes a difference for our community, and in a way that may not be that visible. And so of all the giving that we do, I always make sure some of my giving goes to the United Way. And I hope that you will too. Thanks for listening to this story.